Okay, here we are at the Knolls Golf Course here in Omaha, Nebraska. Hole 1 is a 366-yard par 4. Got into a little bit of tree trouble off to the right here, but it was up far enough that I still had a look, so just kind of had to try to keep something low and get it back out into play. Okay, so even with that punch shot from under that tree, still got a little bit to do for par. We're just going to kick that in and move on to hole 2. All right, here we are on hole 2, 171-yard par 3. Just a 7-iron right back into the wind and right into the sun here too.
All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. That turned out nice. That's pretty good. That ended up pretty good. Yeah, that's let's try this. You're gonna screw it up. Hey! All right, so an unexpected birdie there. So we're going to go 1 under going into hole 3. Oh, boy. All right, so I was just trying to get in position off the tee here. Left everything out to the right a little bit. There's this big creek that runs between 2 sections of the fairway where the first section runs into that. Picks back up again into the green, protected by bunkers to the right and left. Okay, so I just kind of collapsed on that punch shot there too and left everything closed and kept it all left, hooded it pretty bad into this bunker on the short front side of the green. And just not a great bunker play here either, just threw it way past the hole. Just some work to do though coming back. Okay, so a missed par putt there, but a tap-in bogey. Now we are back to even after 3. I felt pretty good about this drive just on the left side. Got in pretty good position for my second shot. Just kind of a missed opportunity all the way around here. A good drive, terrible second shot. Missed the green from about, 40 yards, 50 yards if that. Not a good roll there for my third shot, but we kicked in for par to remain even. Hole 5 is a 130-yard par 3. Just tried to really get after a gap wedge here. Left her a little bit short with a tricky downhiller coming back for my second shot. Had to be pretty delicate with this, trying to get it close. And all in all, that shot really didn't end up too bad. Luckily, it caught the downslope of the rough, popped out of it pretty good to give myself at least something to kick in for par here to see if we can remain even. So I'm pretty happy with that par putt going in there. Good save to remain even going into hole 6. This was one of the better drives I've hit in quite a while. It even faded around this tiny dog leg right, this little tree line, found the center of the fairway to a really good look for a second shot. Just a miss it here, chunky, everything off to the right, not a good shot. Then things go downhill just a little bit more here. Let's see what happens. All right, so that four-headed 60-degree out of that bunker. Can't do anything but laugh, but now I have this big, huge flop over these trees. Really didn't end up too bad to at least give myself a look for par here. And with that not so good effort, there's a bogey, and we are 1 over going into hole 7. All right, so after that bogey there on hole 6, going into the 377-yard par 4 7th, just trying to go with hybrid off the tee to get in position. Didn't draw around the corner, just left everything out to the right and found a water hazard. So I'm hitting 3 here with the hybrid again. Got about 230, 235 back into this little bit of a breeze. This hybrid was struck pretty good. I thought it was on a really good line, heading right at it. Just that wind killed it a little bit too much, and it left me with a good look here for 4 and try to get up and down to stop the bleeding with the bogey. So I nestled that wedge up pretty close. That was just a great chip. I don't even think I grabbed my putter here. I think I just still have my wedge, and I just walk on up and tap it on in. And that's one of those bogeys that almost feels like a birdie, but hey, not too bad. We are sitting 2 over, going into hole 8. This is just not a good shot at all. There's a water hazard that shouldn't even come into play on this hole, past those trees on the right. I just chose to re-tee, hitting 3 from the tee box and try to get something up and down or just try to salvage something not too bad here. And not that good of a strike here either. Still missed the green to the right, so a little bit of a delicate chip here for my 4th shot. So this chip actually ended up not too bad. A little bit of work to do here, but I've been treating these 4 to 5 footers as almost like tap-ins. Been really confident with them lately. Got a little too confident here. Ran it by a little bit, kicked it back in for a 6 to go 5 over, heading into hole 9, a 460-yard par 5. A little bit of a dogleg, right? Although being a par 5, that does dogleg right quite a bit, so it does take a little bit of yardage off. Got in pretty good position with my hybrid off the tee, try to get something close, which does not happen, but trying to stop the bleeding a little bit and get out of here and have a decent score on the front 9. Okay, so a tap-in par there, ending 5 over after the front 9. Not a terrible front 9, just a couple penalty strokes that really shouldn't have came into play too much. But 5 over after all, not too bad. That's the Knolls Golf Course here in Omaha, Nebraska.